Yes, we get it. What else?
Rez, don't let him.
Yeah. What do you say? Okay, white boy. What do you say?
I'm only 40%. You are fat and overweight. We see your Instagram.
The white people always got a lot of smoke.
We see your Instagram. You are fat and overweight.
Y'all can't just stop talking now. I mean, you know, it's starting to get cold in New York, so don't hate on fat men. They might come.
I know that's right. And big women either.
Hey, hello.
Big boy.
Yeah,
but the difference
put
is
your
that
arms around their waist.
It's on Rez for no fucking reason.
We don't need too many blankets.
At the very least,
I'm used to them around me, but it's all
Mike
good.
doesn't open so funny. At the very least, it's just not something we can say for everybody else.
Thank you, Dark. You know I love you, babe.
Her career.
Because y'all be fucking mad. Don't be mad because I accomplished. Don't be mad because I accomplished something. You are very mad. I don't give a fuck.
Yes,
don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Yeah, you and TC are definitely fucking mad. I'm gonna fucking center. I don't give a
fuck. Why do you let these niggas trigger you? Stop responding.
You're right, Ray.
TC, you far away from your phone, baby. We can't even hear you.
TC better be far away from his phone in New York. I don't know why that dumb nigga talk on his phone in the streets of New York. He gonna get hit over his big head.
I hope he does. With that box ass head looking like a orange juice.
Oh my God. He's gonna get a box cutter.
Looking like a box of fucking orange.
You're Democrats.
Yeah, it is.
You're Democrats.
That's true, it is. And what? And what?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
PTR.
5'4" got an orange juice.
He's gonna sit his ass on the couch that fucking Vance just had. Oh, that's fucked up. TC, they said my PTR looked like the shape of your head.
Oh God, you guys are mean. Mean people. Okay, let me
Even Mike laughed at that one.
So what do you guys, can I ask a question to the stage and to the room? Do y'all think that Bad Bunny's going to get replaced with a 82-year-old country singer or a 76-year-old country singer or some fake Bible-toting Charlie Kirks?
Nope.
Yeah, they out there trying to make that shit happen in real time.
No. What they're doing is Turning Point is having their own halftime show.
Girl, please.
Yeah,
I'm bring a pillow and a blanket to that shit. It's gonna be boring as hell. I'm gonna bring a pillow and a blanket. Okay, Turning Point.
Now, if they get the same singers they had at Charlie Kirk's funeral, then it's definitely gonna be boring.
It might be a half a blanket. Are you chubby?
No, I'm red. I got all these bumps. Look at this.
Funny. Okay, so head of U.S. military Southern Command is stepping down. You guys know this black man? His name is Admiral Alvin Constantine. Yeah.
One of my partners actually used to work for him. He's retired now, but he's a comedian. And we were literally, Joe and I were talking about him today. And he said, that boy, you know Joe.
Yeah,
he means fucking business. We were literally talking about him today. We were having a conversation.
So why is he stepping down, Rez?
Because he's not getting ready to play that game. He's over CARICOM. And that bullshit that's going on, he's not about taking orders. So he oversees the CARICOM command for the Navy. Those boats being blown over in Venezuela and shit, he don't take orders from no motherfucker. He's been in the Navy 37 years. And
he looks like he is
all fucking business. So Joe and I were talking about it. Joe said, he's not the one or the fucking two. Yeah, me and Joe were having this conversation today. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this little article. Admiral Alvin.
I worked at McDonald's for like 8 months, so I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, so Admiral Alvin Constantine is leaving less than a year into his tenure and asked the Pentagon escalates attacks against boats in the Caribbean Sea because he knows that's bullshit. So let me go. Military commander overseeing the Pentagon's escalating attacks against boats in the Caribbean Sea that the Trump administration says are smuggling drugs, said on Thursday that he is stepping down. Officer Admiral Alvin, is it Hosley? Is leaving his job as head of the U.S. Southern Command, which oversees all operations in Central and South America, even as, well, he was going to get fired anyway, even as the Pentagon, I'm sorry, inwardly, I just lost my place. Oh, even as the Pentagon has rapidly built up some 10,000 forces in the region and what it said major counter-drug and counter-terrorism mission. 10,000 forces? What are we talking about? It is unclear why Admiral is suddenly departing less than a year into what is typically a 3-year job and in the midst of the biggest operation in his 37-year career. But one current and one former U.S. official, both of whom spoke on a condition of not telling who the hell they are to discuss personal matters, said that the Admiral had raised concerns about the mission and attacks on alleged drug boats. In a statement on social media, Petey made no mention of any friction with his 4-star commander. On behalf of the Department of War, Petey's using the name of the department he now prefers. We extend our deepest gratitude to Admiral Alvin for his more than 37 years of distinguished service to our nation as he plans to retire at year's end. Nor did Admiral Alvin publicly voice any policy objection, urging his command 1,200 military service members and civilians in a statement. Keep charging, is what he said. This man looks all.
He never fucking said that. That's Pete saying that on his behalf.
That was Pete?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Pete's bullshit. So here's what's going on in the background. So he don't take fucking orders from these motherfuckers. Admiral Halsey is a decorated fucking Navy admiral. He about fucking business. And what he's not gonna do is put himself to jeopardize his fucking career over this motherfucker, because here's the problem. After these motherfuckers step down, if he puts himself in a situation and they come back and the international courts come after them, he's not going to jeopardize his fucking shit, because he knows that this shit that they're doing is fucking illegal. He's not stupid. He's very clear on this.
Oh, yeah.
So this is dumb shit at the end of the day. And this is what they keep doing. They keep taking all these senior black leaders and putting them and risking their fucking career. These people have put 37, 40, 45 years of their fucking life on the line, and they are putting them at jeopardy. There's just so much dumb shit is unbelievable. And this.
What are they doing that's illegal?
Excuse me? You can't just go blowing up boats in international fucking water. That is not the parts of
What law does that? What law does that break? What law does that break?
Rules of fucking engagement, because you don't know anything about that.
What rules of engagement? What are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up. And try to
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
He's doing it on purpose, Rez.
What is
don't know what you're talking about.
He had a uniform on except for the one at McDonald's. That's why y'all people.
Bastard! Shut the fuck up!
TC, should you stop? She's dumb as hell, yeah. She's talking about maritime
You
law.
bastard! Motherfucker, you have never worn a uniform, and you can go fuck yourself. You know what? Fuck you. You know what? Maritime law.
DC has never been in the military.
Fuck you, you dirtbag.
It's not maritime law that she is citing. It's sovereignty of another nation.
No, let her get your box set out of here. You never thought it would happen.
I can't
TC has never been on the law. Once you go to Congress, Tell me how the maritime law
Protect the country, you fucking coward.
is.
So,
Tell me what
Bobby,
maritime law is.
I can't even see my screen.
Wait, Trump is breaking maritime law. Tell us how Trump is breaking maritime law.
Let me go find.
Fuck
Okay, here
you,
it is.
you piece of shit. Fuck you,
Oh, that's my clubhouse.
you
That
short
is
fucking
maritime law.
Okay, we said fuck you.
Tell us how Trump is breaking maritime
Gemini
law.
is still
It's
moderate.
not maritime law, you moron.
It's still moderate.
Fuck you, you boxing bastard.
Okay.
You are a boxing
Let me just hold on,
Wait,
you
let's
guys.
talk about how Trump is breaking maritime law.
It's not maritime law. It is a sovereign organization.
I wasn't the one that said it, you idiot. It was.
You said
Okay.
maritime law.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go one at a time or not at all. Okay, so who's going now?
Let me finish what I was trying
Go ahead,
to say.
sweetheart. Yes.
International waters. There are rules of engagement involved
I need
in
some water.
There are rules of engagement. There are several things involved. Commerce is involved because if people are out there voting and they're fishing, commerce is involved in it. And if all they're doing is fishing, maritime law is fucking involved. So you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not breaking any fucking law. But the problem is if this motherfucker is saying that they're transporting drugs, that's a problem. But if all they're doing is commercial fishing, then he is breaking the fucking law.
That's
What
murder.
are y'all talking about? That's murder. What
That's
are y'all
murder.
talking about? You guys are fucking morons. I'm going on mute, you dummy.
Yeah, she wrote.
Because at the end of the day, Republicans, you folks, I've been sitting here all night, I've been busy working on stuff. Here's the deal. A lot of Republicans, I ain't gonna say to everybody, but a lot of y'all are idiots. Maritime law is very, very strong. Maritime law has been around before the conception of the United States. That's how it's
Please don't. Please don't.
Hold on. Give me a second, brother, because you know I've traveled all over the world too. And once you're in international waters, there are a lot of rules that have to be followed. And for Republicans to sit here and think seriously, because it's making me mad that you can shoot innocent people with no evidence, shoot at boats. You're not going
They're
down
blowing
there
them up.
and
They're not shooting
bringing
them. They're blowing them up.
or blowing them up, right? You're not investigating those boats at the port.
Don't even know who it is. Fathers, mothers, children.
People, you know what I'm saying, Lisa? It's embarrassing. And y'all Republicans got to get it together. It is not okay. It is utterly embarrassing. It makes me mad because y'all sit here and think, oh, okay, it won't happen to me. Oh, all right, cool. But when that comes knocking at your door, whatever it is, whether that's immigration, you know, whatever, then don't feel bad. I want y'all to have that same energy someday when the tables are turned on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And when the government, amen, when the government is in the hands of the
Amen.
people who have the power, amen, then they're going to flip it on y'all. All these laws and stuff y'all writing in, amen, the government, all this stuff like this, it's going to come back. The Lord says, boomerang, come back. That's how things work. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and treat people like crap and think that crap ain't going to come to you. I'm going to say that again.
Hello, don't get nothing on you.
Like shit.
That's
And don't
right.
think
Crap
that
is
crap
gonna
ain't
come
going to come
after
down
you.
on you.
I think
I can
TC
tell.
got some crap on him right now.
I can tell Ashley
So
is in church every Sunday.
am I able to
Go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna mute the stage. Go ahead, TC.
We literally just heard the reprehensible, intolerable.
Oh my God.
Like,
Here we go.
We literally just heard the insufferable just say
Okay,
that
can you
Donald
do it
Trump
without
is
insulting people?
I know. They just need
you didn't hear her.
attention.
You didn't hear her just insult me like 4 million times. Listen, fine. She
Oh, I
said
didn't
Donald
get that
Trump is breaking. She
I
said
insulted
Donald
him
Trump
after
is
he
breaking
insulted me.
maritime law, guys. Listen to us. This is what she claims to be in from the military. And she's
Yes,
telling
she
us that
is.
our president is breaking maritime law. Maritime law doesn't govern military operations. Dim wit.
Your
The fact
mother
that I
is
have
a
to
fucking
educate you on this.
Box You short fucking idiot. You short piece of shit. You don't have to educate me on motherfucker. You short fucking midget. You're midget. You will never. You are a stupid, short piece of shit. You are a midget.
I know. They love too,
You midget. Orange juice, Joe.
Mrs. Nate loves too,
You could never, midget. Shut up, midget. You are a midget.
You know who I'm thinking about when you said what's that guy that was on that show and he was like, the plane.
Fantasy Island.
That's exactly who he is.
Yeah, that was
Exactly who he is. Midget.
with the suit on. That's hilarious.
We made
Samuel Jackson. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. Donald Trump has breaking maritime law. Donald Trump can't break maritime law because you don't know what maritime law is.
Shut up.
This is something
Late night tattoos say the plane. He didn't say midget. Okay, the and it's the white suit for me, okay? I'm sorry, TC, go ahead. The plane.
You can't break maritime law as a president of the United States. This is something that they teach you. This is something that they
Find the plane, midget. Shut up, midget. No, midget, you can't talk, midget. But you started insulting me, and that you are insufferable. Your mama is insufferable. Your whole family is insufferable. You are a midget. Shut up, midget. You don't get to talk, midget. I'm tired of you, midget. Go on mute, midget. I'm done with you, midget. I'm done with you, midget.
The maritime part is what he's doing. Exactly. It's not a military it's not a military exercise. No, exactly. So it's maritime.
shut the hell up so somebody else can speak. This is the insufferable stuff that I'm talking about. This is why nobody likes it.
Oh my
It's
God.
crazy.
Let the pufferfish talk.
Yeah, let him land, Reggie. Let's see what he says.
Let's hear what the midget got to say. Go on,
Yeah, let's let him land and see what he got to say.
Pufferfish, continue.
Go ahead, Pufferfish. You know what?
Y'all are terrible.
As I've said before, the president can't break maritime law. Because maritime law doesn't cover. Listen, if you were a stand-up individual in the military, then you know that. Unfortunately, they be handing out participation trophies to every dimwit that comes across the line and convinces themselves that they're worthy and being somebody
Because the internet don't like what you're saying.
You don't get any credit. You don't get any brownie points because you sit up on the stage, jump up and down, scream loud, look at me. I served in the military. Nobody believes you.
But you guys do that, TC. You be jumping up and down on the stage, but your jump is a little shorter because you're a midget. You can't jump that high.
Yeah, TC. You be bragging about being a wedding planner and shit.
I'm 6'2". I don't get how that joke makes any sense.
No, I didn't know you said such
He's a midget.
There's
He's not 6'2". He's an oxhead. He's a midget. He's a midget. He's a midget.
There's absolutely no justification
He's a fucking
for
midget.
this level of ignorance. There's absolutely no justification for this.
Okay, let me just mute the stage.
Could I have the mic?
Let me just mute the stage. Okay, go ahead, babe.
Okay, so I'm just going to read this and we can take what we want. A president can violate maritime law, but the consequences would depend on whether the violation was an official act undertaken in presidential capacity. Okay? Now, here's some recent, hold on here. I'm trying to be fast. Recent examples involving U.S. presidents of maritime law is deep sea mining in 2025. The former Trump administration authorized deep sea mining beyond the U.S. exclusive economic zone. Critics have called this a direct violation of UNCLOS, which designates these areas as the common heritage of mankind. Anti-drug boat strikes 2025, following reports of U.S. strikes on suspected drug boats in international waters. Human rights organizations and legal experts.
You can pause because I was in this
Apologize, bitch. Apologize, bitch.
Can we
Legal experts argued that the actions amounted to extrajudicial killings and violated maritime law, port policy, and emergencies. Presidents have used executive orders and declarations of national emergencies to enact maritime-related policies. These actions can be challenged in court to determine if they exceed the scope of executive authority. So a president can violate maritime law. I go, apologize, bitch.
Rez, you sound like an evil movie character right now. Stop. You scared the fuck out of me.
Because this motherfucker wanted to challenge me. Apologize, bitch.
Rez.
You are
Samuel Jackson.
I'm too hard for this. I cannot fucking breathe.
I'm high as fuck.
apologize.
I'm higher than a giraffe pussy over here.
April, what you ran for was a strike.
Apologize, bitch.
You said the president couldn't violate maritime law.
I said the president can't. No. That's not what I said. What I said was the president cannot.
Okay, you guys, calm down.
What I said was the president cannot violate.
Just kept going.
I know, it went right back.
Why don't you ask me whether the president engaged in military
y'all relax, okay? I won't have to come
maritime
over and give CPR. You know what
I'm so fucking high right now. This shit is so funny.
Yo, you guys are crazy.
Time for that apology, Cole. Come on.
Go ahead and apologize, TC, because you were wrong.
Because you are fucking wrong, Cole.
Yeah, go ahead, TC.
Let's go, Cole. Apologize.
Ask them the proper questions.
Oh my God.
I just get the feeling that Rez got a race.
Okay, come on, y'all, stop. Go ahead, TC, apologize to Rez.
No, stop telling me to apologize to her.
Well, I'm not telling you. I'm asking.
Read Widow April.
I don't have to read a motherfucking thing.
Like I asked.
I don't have your question to read it.
Apologize, Cole.
This is the slow hour. Why are we doing this? There's like we lost all of the intellectual brain in this.
Apologize, short
This is literally a brain drain that is on the last one in this room. And the only reason why I'm sticking around is
You're the last one, what, in this room?
I'm the last intelligent mind.
You are a dumb motherfucker.
Last intelligent mind.
I will never have a wedding planner saying they're smarter than me. You better pick out my wife's chrysanthemums perfectly now.
So wrong. It's out of control in this room.
I'll ask you one last
You picking out women's heels talking about who's smarter.
We're doing the
April, where are you reading that from? Where are you
Talking about do you want chicken or fish at the reception?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. April, where are you reading that from?
This is the unintelligence
Is he
hour.
on
I can't
stage?
do this
Hold on,
myself.
Lisa. I keep trying to unmute. This Federal Judicial Center, Library of Congress, American Public University.
My
It
sister.
talks about the
That sounds
limitations
intelligent
of
to
the
me.
That
president.
part. I know this because
Why
I
don't
read
you
it from there before.
why don't you
But
prompt him
this
properly?
motherfucker doesn't know I know that. You dumb motherfucker, you dumb hoe.
I can't do this.
Get the fuck off the stage. You apologize, ho. No, apologize, ho.
Sweetheart.
I'm surprised.
Okay, Amari.
This is
Amari.
crazy.
Wait, it's not crazy. You just have two people on the stage who are not listening. So what we're going to do is, April got it from a very reputable source. Now, TC, what's your pushback on that?
It's non-responsive. It wasn't up for dispute. What I said was, and you can listen to the replays if you need to.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The maritime law doesn't govern military operations directed by the President of the United States. You can prompt it that and ask it to read you.
I ain't prompting shit. You gonna prompt something? I don't have to prompt to search the internet.
You guys aren't interested in facts. You guys are interested in
I'm very interested in facts. That's what I'm asking.
You interested in chicken or fish?
Maritime law doesn't govern whether or not a president can engage in military operations in national seas.
And why is that? Because he's a president, so he.
No, because the president is governed by the Constitution. The president is governed by the Constitution. He doesn't.
I can't hear TC, right?
Any type of third-party laws. This is the retarded hour.
This is what
Amari, be quiet. I can't hear Reyes.
I never said the president was governed by maritime law. I said he broke maritime law. I was very clear in what I said. And I said he broke maritime law when he blew up those boats. I was very clear. And I explained it because what I also said was this is the reason why Admiral Halsey stepped back, because he understands that by him being an admiral and him being over CARICOM, he understands that he could be subjugated to all those situations happening to him under his command if he puts himself in a situation later on by staying in the situation knowing that he has followed an order and he knows the order is unlawful. That is what I said. I was very clear on that.
We believe you.
Thank you very much. This boxhead motherfucker owes me a fucking apology. I said what the fuck I said.
Okay, boxhead, go ahead.
He's not even in the room no more.
I know he is because he's a boxhead hoe.
A boxhead.
All right, Amari, it's your turn. It's your time to take his place. So
Okay,
you start
Amari.
I ain't trying to take shit. I'm about to take an Advil after this shit.
Take an Advil.
Like, you know what? I apologize for that nigga. Yo, I'm sorry, guys. How about that?
Yeah,
I'll take your
think
apology,
he
Amari.
deserves an apology.
I'm a hoe,
Yeah.
Amari.
Thank you, Amari. I take your apology. Thank you.
All right, so we got that out the way, and now he's been proven wrong, and that's why he left. So there we go. Okay.
Idiot.
So what else are we? That's a nice looking admiral though, and he looks all fucking business. So love it.
Now, what you call it? I'll shoot you the what you call it in the back channel. I'll shoot you the discourse between me and my partner Joe. He was in the Navy for 26 years, and that was his commanding general.
So Lisa, we might have to talk about this on the weekend show that we're gonna get. I think this is gonna be a subject. I think we might put this on the docket. Oh well, no, just in general what Trump is doing in international seas.
Yeah, that's wild though, you guys. That he's
we got
people, women and children in the middle of the ocean.
But remember, I think this because if y'all don't know, Lisa has agreed to sign a deal with.
I signed a deal.
It's called the new group is called Red, White, and Review, and she's She says that she will.
Yeah, she was going to use $1,000 you owe her to start it up. So why don't you fucking pay her the money?
I heard someone talking to her. I don't know who that is, but
that is too funny. He gonna find a way to get that in.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, this is a weekend room, you guys. I'll just put you guys in. I'm not making any. Making any concrete plans, but we'll see what's going on.
You want to tell them what?
No, it's your room.
So what we're trying to do is we hear a lot go on in this house, and we want a chance for these debates to happen again. We want to see that Rez and TC match, third round, fourth round, but we want to have it.
He could never with me. Never.
That's a 15-round fight.
Yeah, get it right, bro.
He going down in the first round. What we talking about?
So anything y'all say in this room, the team's gonna take back, and we're gonna make sure that we feel like it's incorrect, and we're gonna have a fact check Saturdays on y'all, and Just be prepared.
Listen, y'all gotta come with facts, man. Listen,
It's gonna be your facts that we're gonna fact check. It's not like if y'all right, we're gonna.
If you take my facts into a room with you, I'm gonna need a stipend for providing setbacks.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
If you take my facts into a room with them, I'm gonna need a tetanus shot because these dudes
Girl,
here,
more like rabies.
Rusty and Dusty. Rusty, not rabies. Rusty, I told them that. I said, you guys have to have factual information if we're gonna have these rooms talk about you reviewing what we're saying. So please be prepared because I will be prepared.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, look, Mike and Notorious and a couple of the fellows believe they can take on some of the things that's being said that's being misrepresented.
Mike, you just say Mike. Oh hell no! You Notorious? Who else? But Mike.
That's gonna be all the blackity blacks.
Mike is not serious. He is so not serious.
Oh man.
Maybe Michael in the chat, our Michael, but this other Mike person, no.
Man, it would be dope though. I think
don't bring the box head hoe with you, because I'm a like.
The only thing I will say, I would not choose Mike P simply because he has no impulse control and he literally talks over everybody when he speaks. Like that just.
He responded to this. So what I told him, I said, look, man, we made a deal this morning. It was just Malak, myself, Notorious on the stage. And we told Lisa that we need to have more better control. And he was just like, all right, my bad. And I don't know, he left. So
did you say more better?
Did I say more better?
You did.
Your nigga side just came out. Your nigga side just came out.
Let me go back to my car. Really, guys, like, nah, I'm joking. So basically I'm tired too. So shit, Lisa, what time I was up? It was like 6 o'clock this morning. I was up. I was driving to LA.
I don't know what time it was, sir.
9:39. I'm still working right now. It's just crazy. I'm tired.
Well, I'm happy you're gainfully employed, but we will be up.
I'm working on the paper, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to show Mike P a picture of my family one day so he can get over his cookout.
I thought you were gonna say your food.
I don't know about that, April-y Poo.
Well, you're right, Lisa. I wouldn't want him to have that access, no.
If you take a picture of your potato salad,
he might be happy, and then want your food. No.
I think you should. I think April, you should do a TikTok of you making potato salad.
That's okay.
And if you put Larry's chicken,
my potato salad is approved for the taste buds of the people
Eskimos
in my family.
Well, tell you make your potato salad too.
I don't know any Eskimos. I know Alaska Natives.
Oh, you just gonna ignore what I said.
There's no Eskimo tribe here.
Oh, man.
Some of them will call themselves Eskimo, but that's for them to do and not for me or you.
Okay. I can call it anybody. I'm black, and we can't be considered racist about black people. We get a pass.
Well, that's true. That's true. You won't do what you.
Nah, that's what Agent P says and stuff. Nah, I don't believe that. Black people can't be racist. That's some dumb shit. That's what. Who's on the stage? Was it Betty or something?
Amari, you've talked enough. April, tell me how you make your potato salad.
I'm a cook.
Raisins. You already know. Got a whole box of raisins.
I don't even like raisins. My wife is more black than anyone on the stage.
More black? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I put my wife's plate up again. My wife could cook. She know how to make fucking greens with the motherfucking
deviled eggs.
Casseroles. He said my wife know how to make the greens. That makes his wife more black.
The greens.
Oh, let me find a plate. Let me find my wife. Y'all see this shit? Y'all gonna be like, yo, your wife is the business.
First of all, if the greens are good, you don't say the greens. You just say greens.
Greens, right.
You don't gotta put the on top. It's just greens.
So you can't put the greens anymore?
She can't cook.
Yeah, the greens, no. Let's like put the turkey, no. Okay, yeah.
What the hell?
Ain't no announcement.
We don't put the in front of
the greens. Don't need an announcement. The turkey, the greens.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all how I make the greens, but I'm gonna say this, and I don't want anyone else to interrupt me. Only the mods, and if you don't like what I say, you can spit in my face afterwards.
Okay.
No, I don't make greens. My wife makes.
Oh, okay.
You married?
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. The fuck you mean? Am I married? Like I can't pull something? What the fuck you mean, bro?
Man, you a whole weirdo sometimes. I be in the room sometimes.
Yeah, I'm very much.
The weirdo calling somebody a weirdo?
Yeah, nigga, don't talk to me after midnight. You don't know what I'm a motherfucker say.
It be 7 o'clock in the morning my time. He talking about twerking.
Nah, cause I'm
twerking. Just
motherfucker, goddamn at work at 7 a.m. So
I be sitting here like, this nigga's weird. And then Brooklyn come on like, what do you mean? What? I mean, right? Like you just come out with some random shit.
I'm like, be glad I ain't said I'm gonna twerk on you yet. Shut the fuck up. With your lies. Don't be lying on me now. That's how you get twerked on. I'll admit if it's the truth, but don't lie on me.
Okay, weaponized on the twerking.
Motherfucker, it wasn't no 7 a.m. your time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fine.
Hey,
Rez. So why do you care that we blowing up motherfucking boats in the middle of the ocean? Like, why does that bother you? I just don't get the big deal. We blew up a fucking...
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, why does it bother you?
I'm going to tell you why.
Rez, he's trying to trigger you.
I'm not triggered at all.
He's going to.
He's not. Because me and Omari can actually have a discussion. We don't have to go down that road. Unlike that box that
That's a fact, chat.
Right. Yeah, me and Omari have learned how to have a discussion. We can have a nice one. Here's the thing. It doesn't bother me, per se. Here's the problem. You have people out there that are on boats, minding their business. Some of them are commercial fishing. Some of them are out there. You don't know what people are doing. There are countries in CARICOM between Venezuela and Trinidad that people literally are transporting themselves between countries. You don't know whether they're tourists. You have no idea. You haven't pulled them aside and done the right thing. What's supposed to happen in international waters is you're supposed to pull them aside. If you suspect something, then you're supposed to pull them aside. They're not even close to North America. All this is happening in South America. You don't even have jurisdiction. There's no military reason for you to be pulling them over or no suspicion of anything because they're not even coming into that jurisdiction as far as North American waters. Those boats are literally in Venezuela, going between Venezuela and Trinidad. So you have no jurisdiction in that situation. So if they're going to pull the boats over, find out what's going on, find out what's happening, find out what documentation they have, figure out what's going on first. You don't know if there's children, you don't know if there's women, you have no idea what's going on those boats. You're just shooting a target and blowing them up. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Okay, I mean, and that makes sense, but like, I guess when I read the post, he said that a group, and I can't think of the name, so please forgive me. He said that they have confirmed, and he used words that seem like that they confirmed, like whoever the.
How did they confirm it when they haven't pulled the boat over? Where did they confirm it from?
That's close, but he's saying that maybe because they said they got like intelligence on the ground. I mean, I don't know.
Where on the ground? They're on water. That doesn't make sense.
But they do have people on the ground that when a boat's taken off, they're getting visual.
That's not how intel works. It's not how intel works.
Do you think the CIA is in Venezuela right now?
That's not how intel works. Even if they're using drones, and I'm just using that as a what you call it, you can't get that close in. The most that you would be able to do is to get pictures. You'd have to bring them back. You'd have to verify, and you would still have to use there's protocols involved for rules of engagement in order for you to do that. You still have to pull them over. You still have to find documentation, and then you would have to get people involved to do things the right way. This is not being done correctly. It doesn't matter how you look at it.
Okay.
Listen, you can't twist this, you can't turn this, you can't flip it and rub it down.
But I bring up an example for you, right? And I sound like Gemini right now. I'm bringing up an example. The U.S. says that a terrorist, XYZ, is moving into the village of someplace in, Afghanistan. and this is our only chance to actually hit that target. They send a drone strike, they hit that target, they blow up the car. They didn't pull them over. How were they able to do that?
That's a difference. Okay, let me be really clear. You are talking about wartime, and there are different rules in wartime engagement versus peacetime. We are in peacetime. There's no war going on international waters. What are we talking about? When was war declared? Please tell me. When was war declared? When did Congress declare war? Can anybody tell me?
Congress did not declare war.
Okay, when did we declare war? Can somebody tell me on the stage when we declared war? Help me out, anybody.
If you're saying Congress did not declare war.
Okay, so we don't have a declaration of war anywhere. So what are we talking about?
Okay, so if Congress would have said yes, if they would agree that Venezuela is a place and we're at war with Venezuela, then he would have the right to blow up boats and
even with that, you would still have rules of engagement. Because then the UN gets involved, and then there are rules of engagement involved with that. And you have to follow the rules of engagement. Even when we went in, you couldn't just go and just shoot somebody. That's not how that works. There's a process involved in that.
Yeah, because
I'm not going to explain that to you.
No, that's an explanation. I watched that. There's this. I don't know if you have Prime or Amazon, or if you have Prime TV, but they have a new called "The Bodyguards of Lies." It talks to all those generals and admirals that were part of the Iraq and Afghanistan war. I don't know if you've seen it. It's really good. They speak out.
Sir, I lived it. Why do I? To watch something I lived.
No. But I mean, you could probably just say, yeah.
Why do I need to watch something I lived? I was in Afghanistan. I was in Iraq. I was in Desert Storm. Why do I need to watch something that I lived? No, I'm asking a simple question. I mean, because some people watch war movies, even if they. I was in it. Documentaries. Why do I need to watch a documentary about something I did? It's fine. You don't have to watch it. It's cool. I just asked that you watch it. I mean, I didn't. You don't have to watch it. That's a simple question. I don't know. I mean, people watch documentaries. I mean, I was there. I know you were there. I respect the fact. But see, the thing is, people that were there are talking about their experiences. And sometimes you might want to say, I remember that, or maybe it didn't actually happen that way. Maybe they're embellishing. Everybody's experience is different. Okay, fair enough. Because different people did different things, and different people had different missions. So I can't speak to anybody else's mission. My mission is different from somebody else's mission, and different people had different parts of the operation. So it would be very unfair for me to try to denigrate somebody else's experience. I'm never going to do that. Unlike what TC tries to do to me when he comes in this room and tries to denigrate my experience when he knows nothing about me. And he knows nothing about what I've done. Okay, right. That's the point. No, I mean, look, that's fair. I never argue with people I believe who've got a lot more experience than I do in areas, and so therefore, I would ask you questions to maybe get with your experience, but not try to diminish your experience. That's not what I'm about. So, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to that. So what a woman served, a clown is watching Prime. Okay, well. What is a woman served? I'm just reading what somebody said in the chat. But I mean, here's the thing. I thought you looked at the surveillance. I got you. I'm not watching it, but I'm saying to you, at the end of the day, surveillance is one thing. You still have the rules of engagement, and they're not doing it correctly. You don't just go blow up a boat. That's not how that works. Was anybody found guilty that killed innocent civilians in either Afghanistan, Iraq, or Syria? Yeah, and you know what Trump did? He turned around and he what you call it? You know what he did? He pardoned a lot of those people. Yeah, he did. That Navy SEAL, for instance, who killed those innocent civilians, he pardoned him. He was a disgraced SEAL. They took his trident from him. He's a disgusting human being. And you know what? He pardoned him. Yeah. Disgusting. Because he didn't follow the rules of engagement. He decided he wanted to go rogue and be a rogue-ass human being. Oh, yeah. And you know what they did? They pardoned him. Because people believe just because people wear the uniform, there aren't people that are disgraceful and have dishonored the uniform. And there are, unfortunately. Because there are upstanding soldiers and upstanding sailors and upstanding airmen and upstanding Coast Guards and upstanding sailors, yes. But there are also disgraceful people too, who have done a lot of disgraceful things too, in the name of the uniform. And we locked them up.
I still think George Bush is a murder of millions, hundreds of thousands, but not millions of Arabs across the Middle East
and his own American soldiers, not just those who were killed in combat, but those who came home and had severe mental health problems and committed suicide, and those who are homeless and people who are still struggling with mental health problems from what they saw and experienced in Iraq War.
Hey, exactly. Did you think of him that way when all that was going on, or you developed that over time?
I was a hardcore. So I was a hardcore at that time when George Bush was around, and I remember watching the Fahrenheit 9/11. I hated Republicans with a passion, especially when Eminem came out with that song "Toy Soldier." I was like, "Fuck," I hated Republicans. I didn't really become more red pill until probably like 2016.
All right, this is the only thing this is what I don't get to you. This is the part I don't get with and this is my biggest issue with MAGA. Is, we've all been in history class in school and all this and that. The signs, the clear, and I understand it can be said about the Democrat. I know people don't throw the Democrat part because I'm not even Democrat regardless. The signs of a fascist government, the signs of an authoritarian, the fact that he's blatantly saying it, blatantly doing things, the fact that you're turning on the TV and watching this shit that's going on in these cities with ICE. I mean, come on, look at this shit. Like, regardless of if they're going after, it was in the manner in which they're doing it, smoke bombs. I mean, it just looks like a damn war zone, not because of the immigrants. Because of the administration and the way they have chose to use these tactics to incite fear. I mean, I don't get how you guys are okay with this. Even if you are strict to the point that you want immigration. I mean, you want immigrants out of the country. How the hell can you sit down, put on the TV, and say, I'm okay with this, they're getting them out. This is what they have to do. Because it's not what they have to do. Police, Chicago police, New York police, they arrest people every damn day. And you don't see on the news smoke bombs being thrown everywhere, them shooting, protesters in the head, priests in the head with smoke bombs. All these tactics that they're using so that they can make films. And then they have a camera crew following them. I mean, what you think about that? They have a camera crew following them so that they can make videos to post, theatrical videos. Like that raid on that building, those are real people in that building. Regardless of the immigrants, immigrants are real people. Those are real people. They decided to make a camera crew and make a theatrical video of it to encourage people to join ICE or to get the backing behind this by, I don't know what sickos would back it because of that video. I mean, none of this is sparking anything. To me, it's not about Democrat. It's not because I'm a Democrat and somehow I'm seeing it differently. That has nothing to do with it. I mean, this is just common fucking sense. How does none of this sparks up your head? Like, you know what? Something is fucking going on here. Like, something isn't right. I do want the immigrants out, but fuck. We're spending more money. You guys can't even justify this anymore. The amount of money that you guys didn't even know, you guys didn't have a number for it, but the amount of money that was spent on quote unquote asylum seekers that the narrative was switched to undocumented immigrants. The amount of money they're spending now is ridiculous. This isn't America First. They're spending a crazy amount of money on this bullshit. Having helicopters and all this shit fly over fucking residential buildings to get, come on. This is crazy. Like, nothing is sparking in your guys' brains that something's not fucking right here. Like we don't do this to American cities. This is not the look that we should be fucking going for, because quote unquote we're getting immigrants out. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, all the signs are there of authoritarianism, fascism. All the signs are there. This is the reason we have fucking history, and you guys are ignoring it. You guys are ignoring every fucking step. If you pick up a book and figure out how Hitler came to power, he's literally following it step by step. He's backed by all the fucking white supremacists. All these fucking groups are backing him and pushing this. And you guys ignore that. Yeah, they're pushing it, blah, blah. No, they're infiltrated in it. They're infiltrated in it. I don't get how you guys don't see it. It's not, oh, you guys are Democrats, you guys are seeing that. That's not what it is. Come on.
Yeah, well said, baby. Yeah.
It's just blatant ignorance. That is why I have a big issue with MAGA, because you guys are being willfully ignorant. It's complacent. This is what you guys want, because you know what? I hear everyone keep saying this is what I voted for. So you know what? At that point, I should have an issue with you guys. I should have an actual issue with you all, not because we have a difference of political views, because that's not what this is. This is not a difference of political views. You guys are actually inciting shit. Like, you guys are making it difficult to make this just political. You guys are literally trying to become enemies, and I know that sounds
like
yeah, you guys. I know that sounds that maybe in itself sounds radical, but that's me saying it. But that's you guys doing it when you guys constantly up here support this bullshit. So yeah, Ray, I'm long-winded, but yeah,
I was trying to be polite about it.
No, I mean, I haven't really probably heard you get, you would be a bunch of, it's late now, so people can get a chance to kind of get what they want to say out without the back and forth. I mean, I hear you. I mean, you got to take it as your lenses on how you see things. We just don't see it. I mean, I hear you talk about Chicago, you talk about the raids. You brought up this is how Hitler did this, started off with this, fascist, regime. And just answer me this.
I just
don't see it.
So the little kids that got smoke bombed and zip tied so they can take 30 Venezuelans out of apartment building that were in their own apartments. Okay, so they're now traumatized, right? Helicopters over, flashbangs, late at night, flashbangs, like military type operation to get 30 Venezuelans out of apartment buildings in which they were in their own apartments. It's not like they were scattered throughout the apartment building, a little bit with these black folks in this apartment, a little bit with these black folks in this apartment. No, they were in their own fucking apartments. So how do you explain to those children that this is okay? Yeah, we got it. You were in the middle of smoke bombs, you have helicopters flying over, banging down your doors, flashbanging, smoke bomb, and zip tying. How the fuck do you say that's okay?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. But we got the immigrants out. Because at this point, I got it. There's people in the Democratic Party that feel that the immigrants, that people should be here legally. I got that. And I always say that people are on both sides of this argument, and I think everyone wants the immigration policy, the way it is to enter this country, to be fixed. But bottom line is those tactics. How do you justify using those tactics on Americans? So be it. So that you're able to get immigrants out. I mean, how do you justify? So if you sit here on the stage, you just say, okay, we have a different lens. What you're saying is it's okay for the American government to use violence against American citizens in order to get immigrants out. So you're saying that, okay? That's your view. Bottom line is, how can I? So now you wonder why people sit on stage. They can't just have a dialect, because I can try to have a normal dialect with you, but thinking like you don't give a shit about your fellow man. You don't. You don't give a shit if they harm children, as long as your needs are met. Immigration doesn't do nothing to you personally. You just have this, but you know what? My fellow white buddies feel like they need to be out. So you know what? I feel like it is too. I don't, immigrants don't do nothing to me personally, but you know what? My fellow white guys want them out. So you know what? If they want them out, I want them out too. So it's hard, man. And I know you probably don't agree with what I'm saying. Most people, I think, do. Just hearing your talk, and it's not because being a Democrat or any of that. That has nothing to do with it. That really has nothing to do with it. I'm not even really talking politics right now. I'm talking about how.
But if you just want to talk about the human, let's take out the party. Let's just put the person. So let's break it down to the level of just basic human being love for one's person, regardless of where they come from, anywhere on the globe. Do I like the fact that they did the whole flashbangs and came down on the helicopters and stuff like that, and did the late night raid? Based on the information I've seen, I don't. This was not like a particular place that any evidence that they were running. There might have been some things going on there, but there's no information that the Venezuelan gangs were actually taking hostages. And we know there's places in America where you can't get through, right? You have to pay to get through, or you can't go there unless you're from the community. That wasn't happening there. So I think they did over the top.
But you see how you say it's over the top? It's not over the top. They physically
I agree with
put
you.
their hands on kids. Okay, so my question
I don't know about the kids. Again, you gotta let me finish, because I was gonna pivot to the kids. The kids in the zip tie, you guys know my wife is an officer, right? So I asked her, have you talked to your people in CBD, whatever, is it Custom Border, CBP, sorry. CBP, that's the one. She's laughing at me. Did they talk about kids and zip ties? She said, no, there's nothing, I don't know if they have video body cam, if there are any cameras within the building. There's no evidence besides one witness that said that they were zip tying kids.
That's not true.
I'm not saying, but I have not seen. I saw one picture. We found Rez, and we all agreed that picture was actually not the picture that wasn't the picture that they were trying to portray online.
Back at that again. Black.
No, I just throwing that out there. But that one picture that was going around, which went viral.
It doesn't matter.
So the thing is, you need to see more proof. So in other words,
I need to see proof of that, because I don't worry.
If you're listening, I'm gonna let you land. But if you're listening and you're really paying attention, it's not a one-time incident. It's happening throughout. I'm not even talking about listening to the governor, Brandon Johnson, and none of that. Just listen to the people. Fuck listening to police chiefs or people in any of these police departments. Don't listen to Brandon Johnson. Don't listen to Pritzker. Don't listen to none of them. Just listen to the people telling you what the hell is happening on the ground. If you do that, right, and you choose not to listen because they're just people from Chicago, then like I said, that's the whole, you know what, that you will never be convinced of anything. You won't be convinced of anything unless it comes out of the mouth of people from red states, I guess. Maybe it needs to happen in red states. And then maybe when citizens in red states start telling you that this shit's happening, that's what I'm saying. This isn't just people. This isn't just happening because Pritzker is saying it's happening.
So no. So let me explain. Let's go with this. When that guy pushed the lady down in the courthouse, you know how we knew? Because people had their cameras out. When the guy, and I'm talking about things that Border Patrol or ICE has done, when they shot the priest with the pepper balls for just praying, we know how we knew that was? Because there was phones comes to this apartment building with hundreds of people taken out of their apartment, you know, we only really have real footage of only what Border Patrol ICE put out there, which was a video with rap music on it. You don't have any pictures of these kids being taken out.
Okay, but even what you just mentioned, so look, they just got here. They literally just got here. So typically, all this stuff you mentioned would normally, if you had some kind of corrupt police department, you would start defining all this shit that a corrupt police department does over time. They just got here, and even yourself just named a few fucking things that was caught on camera. And then there were other shit that they were caught lying about that was caught on camera from nearby businesses or, buildings. You, at some point, it has to click in your brain, so, there's a fucking pattern here.
So
there's a fucking pattern here.
So they have meetings, right? So one of the things that I know when the officers, they have briefings in the morning, first thing, and I just asked them, just ask, because this is like big shit, right? Because this is fucked up. I said, ask your people, whoever, see what's going on. According to that building, I'm surprised they need to release, I believe they have cameras. That building has cameras. They need to release the camera footage that building has, because this needs to stop. Either you're right, or
okay. So how about this? Even if ignore the zip timing, even if you go to Department of Homeland Security's website and look at the video they posted themselves of their theatrics, right? Because they clearly plan to have a camera crew there to record this shit, which I don't know why that's not clicking in your mind. Like, why is that not clicking? They wanted to record this. They knew what they were going. They knew they were about to put on a show. They had a damn camera crew there. They had a camera crew there. So just look at their video. And
I watched the video. You just go to their exit account on their Instagram, and they're playing hip hop music. They took the Saturday Night Live. They took the Saturday Night Live clip and made it a song for recruiting. So what they're doing is they're taking these videos and making recruitment videos.
And you know what? That's not something you do when you're dealing with America. At least, fuck it. If you all think immigrants are animals, which is sad because unfortunately that's the way they're being treated like. But if that's the way you guys think of them, then what do you guys think of American citizens? Because you're talking about they still fuck with American citizens here, regardless of what you said. Because like I said, any other type of race, even a SWAT, if SWAT was on a normal raid, you think they were going to raid the entire building that way? Hell no. They go in, they bust down the apartment doors of the apartment of the people that they want to bring out. They do their investigation. Okay, you know what? They're apartment A1, they're apartment C9, they're apartment D1, whatever. And they go to those apartments, they break in, they do their thing. They raided the whole fucking building, military style, helicopters flying over, like I said, flashbangs, smoke bombs. You can believe what you want to believe or not about the kids. They pulled the kids out, just a horror scene. It's traumatizing. And like I said, this is not just a one-time thing. Look at the shit that they did on the east side of Chicago the other day. I mean, this shit is constantly happening. And, I know I'm very long, but I promise, at one point you are saying this is okay. I just don't understand how you can justify. Now, I'm not talking about criminals. Well, I think everyone here will say, get the criminals out. But when you talk about all of this to get out a hardworking person to go through all this shit, it doesn't justify it. So fuck Americans, fuck your property, fuck your rights. We're going to do whatever it takes because your rights, your comfort living in this country, you feeling safe about your government and how we handle business, that's just not as serious as, we got to get out the maintenance guy at McDonald's that they took the other day. That's more threatening to Omari. Omari is more worried about that guy than fucking ICE coming, smoke bombing priests, terrorizing fucking children. making the city look like a damn war zone, even though the claim it is already war zone. They're the ones making the city look like a fucking war zone.
I just say this, John. I would say, do I rather them go? I'd rather them 100% go after the people that are here committing crimes, right? Even if you get a ticket, I don't care. You gotta go. But I would say there's nothing in the law that states if you are here illegally, regardless of you committed a crime or not, there's nothing that border control can or people in ICE can say, well, you get a pass because you didn't commit any crimes.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not. Yeah, right. So I didn't say ICE has the power to do that, but I'm just saying you're okay with these tactics because you want immigrants out. I'm not saying that. If you wanted to deport immigrants but do this shit humanely, not make our fucking cities look like war zone, yeah, are they going to get some pushback? Yes. But I'm telling you, most of the pushback is because of their tactics. Look, dude, almost every fucking video out there being recorded by people, these fucking ICE agents are assholes. They're talking to people any kind of way. They're roughhousing people, pulling out their guns, pointing it at people, constantly shooting pepper balls and smoke at people. They're inciting, and they're trying to flip the narrative that they're like somehow protecting themselves. Shit, there's a lot of videos you can watch where they're just going, when they're ready to get someone.
But why are people even in ICE business right now? Like, why can't ICE just do their job and people just mind their business? I think it would be better if ICE just did their job and everybody just mind their business. Because because they're there, they're federal law enforcement. Like, they're there to do a job. Like, I keep saying that.
So like the incident with the black teen in Walgreens. So like I said, you saw the rest of that video where he said, you don't even know. He told that girl, like, oh, he said, you get the fuck out. You don't even know what to do. I knew you were going to do that. Don't listen to the first part. He asked the kid, why did you run out of the building? Then the girl says, that's my brother-in-law, blah, blah, blah. And then, the screamer, you guys don't even know what's going on. But if you go to the first part of that video, after hours, they held this kid for hours. So bottom line is, they burst in with the theatrics again into a fucking Walgreens. They burst in. They could have easily walked into the fucking Walgreens and maybe the person they were looking for would have started running if they were looking for an individual, or they were just going in there because they saw Hispanics go in there. That's what I think. But let's just say they knew someone specifically was in there. They could have fucking walked in and grabbed the person. That's not what they did. They bursted in again with the theatrics. So of course everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And they ran out. So the African American ran out. He didn't do nothing wrong. He ran the fuck out because of the way they bursted in, and they slammed him to the ground. And of course he's confused and shit. And bottom line is, they ask him, "Why did you run?" Like, how fucking stupid? What kind of question? Why did you run? Look what the fuck you guys just did. You burst into a fucking building, scare the shit out of everyone. They don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. Things don't typically happen like that. I don't know about you all, but every day I don't go shopping and a fucking a team of fucking people in masks just burst in, and I just sit there calm and see what, hell, I might fucking run too. And guess what? I'll run out that bitch and
I think ICE is not regular, like your community policing, NYPD, LAPD, Memphis PD, New Orleans PD. ICE is there. They're a different breed. They're imagine.
But then you said, why are they here? Because people are, look.
It's like the FBI. Think about if you step back. Hold on.
The citizen standing there. The citizen standing right there. Know immediately, dude, bullshit. The way I read it here, he's not a fucking immigrant. You guys are looking for immigrants. Of course he fucking ran out. Citizens there knew right away. Bullshit. So of course they intervened. You keep saying the citizens to step back. I disagree. I think they should be saying something. That's what made me disagree. Because it's not right.
That makes sense because
it's not right.
You have to change law. Then what you're trying to do. So what I would say,
what they're doing is illegal, Amar.
What the resistance is doing is, I think they're making a situation. I don't think it's illegal.
They're racially profiling people. Look, I'm gonna tell you,
that would be very hard to prove in a court.
no, it's not. I can prove it. I have the proof. In my mother, in the suburb of Chicago, where my mother lives, the fucking Home Depot, they raided it. They went in and they arrested 4 Hispanic people shopping. There's nothing you can tell me. You can't tell me that in their investigation, they somehow knew that 4 Hispanic people that were undocumented, criminal, whatever, that they knew they had to deport, were all going to go to Home Depot at that time. So all 4 of these people that they were looking for just so happened to be at that Home Depot? No. They went in there, they 4 Hispanic shopping, not knowing each other, and they arrested all 4 of them. I don't know about you, but common sense tells me they just went in there looking for somebody's round.
So my wife just reminded me.
I just want to in September of 2025.
Oh, you got me. My wife just reminded me.
Yeah, Noam versus Perdomo. The U.S. Supreme Court allowed federal immigration agents to consider factors like race, ethnicity, language, and employment location when stopping